Alright, welcome back everybody. The History Guy here, ready for episode 4, playing through the Legendary Mode campaign on Ultimate General Civil War as the Confederate Army. And we are on to the Ambush Convoy, which is one I've played several times before, and I would guess, even with it being Legendary Mode, the strategy is basically the same, at least at the early phases. The hard part's going to be hanging on. Because as you can see, he's got almost double my number again. He's got about 18,000 soldiers to my 11,000. He's got a few more guns, but really this is all about grabbing those supplies in the first couple of minutes before the rest of his army arrives. So, they're going to be coming down right here with an escort of a couple of infantry brigades. And so what I need to do is I need to, well, at least what the plan is I'm going to send these two cavalry units here up and around to come down here and try to grab those supplies somewhere around here. This side, I don't think this cavalry is going to have a job to do other than to distract the enemy. And then I'm going to have to send a few infantry brigades out just to engage his forces long enough to grab the supplies and then pull everybody back before the main part of the enemy force arrives. So let's start by breaking off some skirmishers because they can get out there a little quicker and at least get the enemy's attention. Try to engage those infantry brigades while I nab the supplies. I will send a couple of full brigades along with them, though. Get those guys on the run. And then I'll worry about forming my battle line after that to defend when they come back at me. Alright. And we want the cavalry to stay out of the woods here. Only one will be plenty to grab all three sets of supplies, but I'm going to send them all anyway, just in case. They're going to probably take a couple of volleys and take some casualties, but that's just the way it's got to be. I understand that. Run. Run. Okay, they're already set to run. These guys aren't. Okay. So we haven't seen them all yet, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, there they are. So there's an infantry brigade here. The three supplies are going to be here. Yep, and then there's the other infantry brigade. Okay. So we're going to send these guys straight at them. Send these skirmishers up here at this bunch. I want to make sure I give them the order to fire on them, just so they don't fire on the supplies. These guys need an order not to fire at all. Alright, I'm actually going to send them over this way a little further. Come on, let's engage the infantry. Not quite there yet. There they go. They're turning to engage me now. And now we grab the supplies, and oh, his infantry's... Oh, they're coming down this way. Okay. Oh, they fired on... darn it. Okay. Because as soon as they grabbed the supplies, they went off of the order not to fire, and then they fired on the third one. Okay. We've got them all. Alright, now, this is where it gets tricky because we're going to have some infantry coming down from right there. We need to pull everybody out this way. But it's all about timing with this one, and then just hanging on for dear life against the main bulk of the enemy forces. And now we start pulling back the infantry. I'll leave these skirmishers here just to cover while I get the supplies out of there. That's fine. You guys break off. You guys break off. Alright, here comes the rest of the infantry. And we can go ahead and pull these skirmishers back now. So our job is done, except for to hang on for an hour and a half. Pull the supplies back and then just wait it out. He may not even choose to pursue. I'm hoping he does, just because I can inflict some casualties, but then again, I don't know, maybe it's better that I keep my army intact and don't have to worry about fighting. Nah, reattach. Alright, this is a fairly easy battle if you think about it, because my work is done. So now we're just going to kind of speed things along and wait to see if anything happens. He may do nothing. Alright, so he's sending a brigade down this way, so I'm a little cautious here just because I've got cavalry out on that wing. Maybe I'll send an infantry brigade down here. Guess they're going to make this one nice and easy for me. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and drop out just because it's not very entertaining to watch a bunch of troops standing around. And we'll come back in if there's any action. Alright, looks like there's going to be no action. I'm totally okay with that. So we'll go ahead and move right along into the next mission that precedes the Battle of Shiloh, which I am very apprehensive about, not looking forward to at all. I think that's going to be one of the harder ones. Okay, so it looks like we lost 111 casualties. He only had 200 plus another 324 missing. But nabbed all those supplies, which is really nice. But pretty uneventful, really. Got 505 additional recruits, though. So here's what we're looking at now. We are going to be going into Stay Alert, which I believe is the battle fighting for Corinth, which is the that vital rail junction. Oh yeah, I remember this one. I think you largely get attacked from every side in this one. So we're going to be outnumbered, but, well, maybe not. Let's take a look here, because if I put another point into Army Organization, okay, I get to go up to 2,000. So I don't know if that'll affect things or not. Let's take a look and see. We also have some reputation points I can spend. That might be the way to go. I'm not sure. Maybe grab some more Napoleons. Some different decisions I can make here. I think I'm going to grab the Napoleons for sure. Okay. So I don't know what this is going to do to affect his numbers. But alright, we're going to let this first unit have the experienced soldiers. We're going to put rookies in the rest.
Yes, sir.
Again, one unit with experienced soldiers. Otherwise, rookies. Okay, and then we've got the 2 units of cavalry. I could swap those out and put infantry if I want to. It might make more sense for this particular battle. Let's see where things stand now with the change. I'm guessing his got bumped up a little bit. His numbers. Yeah, we're a little closer to even now, but yeah, I really think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'll go with... I have a major general now? Where? No, okay. That was the history guy. That's a major general. Okay. What do we got available? Nothing. Okay, so any guns that I arm my next troops with are going to have to be purchased. Which ones of these are better? Range 320. Melee. The Lawrences are definitely more accurate. So let's go that route. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give those to these guys here. And then we'll equip a fresh unit with the 2,000 Springfields I just freed up.
Yes, sir.
Alright, and I don't know what I've got by way of supplies, but we'll go ahead and throw the rest of the money into supply. So what this means is basically I just won't use one of the cavalry units. So we'll see where things stand now. Alright, so I'll basically have about 15, 16. It won't be too much of a difference now, but now I'm defending. So I feel like it's better odds. Alright, so we'll go ahead and dive right into this one. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so if I remember this one right, we do basically face troops on every side. I gotta hope that he gives me the other... you know what? Here's what I'm going to do first. Which ones are these? Those are the howitzers. I think I'm going to drop out one of the infantry brigades in favor of more artillery. And then hopefully it gives me... I don't know how this is going to work because I can only choose my starting forces here. Alright, let's do this. Obviously, we're going to need to break off some skirmishers to be able to extend the line. I don't know where they're going to come from, so we're just going to kind of prepare for anything. And it looks like I did have some supplies available there, so I didn't necessarily need to bring my own. So I'll turn those off for now. Just got to hang on for 325. And then we'll be getting some reinforcements at some point here. Here comes the cavalry. Not mine. Oh, that was quick. By the time he got his forces close, that looks like I'm getting infantry, or getting cavalry. That's actually fine. I'm gonna throw this cavalry back here, and I'm gonna bring Battle's infantry around. Alright, here comes his infantry. I'm going to go ahead and drop battle back as a kind of a reserve that I can plug in somewhere if he were to break through one of my lines. Especially if he launches a melee attack with those large brigades. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring these guys out. If he does come in, I'm just going to swing these skirmishers around. I'm going to cover my flank. Alright, here he comes. Alright, let's pause for a second here. And bring these skirmishers out. We're going to have battle ready to plug in. He's got more infantry coming this way. But I'm going to start bringing mine up. Alright, pause for just a second here. I was going to send my cavalry up here, but I don't know. That's a lot of artillery to try and attack with my cavalry. So we'll go ahead and keep bringing these guys forward. Try to cover their flank from an attack by his cavalry that's out there. Come on, Deering. Reload and hit him. You can see that difference it makes when they get close. He's up to 269 kills now. 3 batteries back here. I gotta be cautious. This could go ugly, especially with March falling back. Oh, back up, skirmishers, back up. Oh, now he's sending his cavalry up here. Pause for a second. We still got 2 hours to go in this fight. I need some more skirmishers over here to help cover. And I gotta pull my cavalry out of here. I destroyed one battery and severely weakened another. I just got to be a little careful here because I'm starting to advance out from my objective. So let's go ahead and bring a couple units back to cover that because he's got cavalry and he could easily sneak around here, cause major problems for me. I probably should just be content with where I am. Don't fire. Grab those supplies. That's mounted infantry. I should be able to take them in a melee fight. Alright, there, we get an infantry brigade to come up and start firing on Marsh. Come on, grab those supplies. There we go. My unit surrendered? What is up with that? Well, that's not acceptable. At all. Alright, let's pause for a second because I'm not really paying much attention to what's happening elsewhere. Alright, we need to rescue our cavalry. If I can. Hope I don't end up losing the other one. Alright, Marsh just retreated, so let's get some help up there. I'm going to bring Crocker across. Push him a little further. There we go. We'll get him back. Now we got 2-on-1, buddy. we'll go ahead and pull back. Stewart's at 91%. We're going to charge those guns. But otherwise, it's just clean up. I'm going to kind of pull back to my defensive positions here in a minute. Oh, jeez. He had a brigade sitting, 2 brigades sitting right there. Dang, that was a mistake. 3 brigades. They're all parked right there. Wow, that was a huge mistake. Pull out of there. Stewart's broken. I can't give him orders. Wow, that was a mistake that cost me 200 men or so. Alright, it's time to pull back. Yeah, we'll actually leave the skirmishers here. Start pulling the infantry back. Alright, we'll go ahead and start speeding things up here, because I don't expect him to make too much of a fuss from here on out. Then again, you never know. Reattaching all my skirmishers just because I have so many men now that I really don't need that many units to have to try and deal with at the end of the battle. Alright, we'll just go ahead and speed this thing along to the end. I think that's about it. I'll drop out. If anything major happens, I'll come back in. Alright, so he did not try to re-engage. Had a couple of random artillery shots. I finally shut my artillery down because there was no reason to waste the ammo. So let's see how this one ended up and see where we're sitting going into the big one at Shiloh. So pretty even odds. Again, better than 2-to-1 casualties, so we'll take that. The nice thing is, of course, once again, grab some supplies. Looks like I captured a couple of Napoleons, which is nice. A few, just a handful of different weapons, nothing that really helps me at all. But there we go. Let's take a look and see. We got a couple of leaders to replace. What does it look like going into Shiloh? Oh my gosh, I know he's not going to have that full amount, 80 to 85,000. $64,000. It's going to be brutal. I'm going to be heavily outnumbered. I think this is going to end up being one of those battles I may fight for the draw. What's the difference here? So it's not. There's no prestige hit for a draw. Let's see, about $30,000 difference. There's only about a 2,000 man difference. So really, this is one of those battles where I think it's going to pay off to go for the draw, just because I think the casualties I would suffer in pushing for a win would not justify the difference. But if I feel like I've got an opportunity, I may take it, but I doubt that's going to happen. So let's go ahead and take a look real quick and see what I need to do. First things first, I definitely need some. I'm down to lieutenant colonels, so here's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to throw lieutenant colonels in with the artillery. So I can put colonels in with my infantry. Yeah, and that cavalry definitely does not need a major general. I mean, a brigadier general. So we'll free him up to be another brigade commander. Let's take a look real quick. What was the... I didn't even pay attention to how many units I can take. 20. Yeah, so we're definitely fine there. It's all got to be in one corps, though. I also have one career point to spend. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? I know that a lot of you are going to criticize that move, and that's okay. I really like to know what the current army strength is on the other side, so I kind of know what I'm up against. We'll go back into politics after this, probably. Army organization as needed. Alright, so this is my unit that I'm focusing on. Veteran troops. I'm trying to get them to be my first to get up to 2,000. Or to get up to 2 stars. Actually, if I throw in a brigade general on a brigadier general, oh no, it doesn't really help. Okay, that's fine. Farmer, no. This is a battle where I'm moving a lot, so I'm not sure that taking more artillery is necessarily going to improve things for me. Maybe skirmishers? I don't know. Not this early when you're still limited in terms of the number of troops you can take. Wow, that's going to use up a lot of what I have left to buy those guns. And we don't have enough 1842s left. Alright, you know what? I'm going to go reward farmers here. Still going to cost me 20,000.
Yes, sir!
No. We're only going up to 500 on those. And again, we've got some troops that aren't mine that are in this fight. Got 3 more Napoleons. Actually, we're going to go veteran there. That's not going to work. Okay. Just don't have that many 1842s available left. Okay. Alright, so that leaves me with... I've still got 5,100 men left. I don't know if that's going to hurt my morale if I drop this down. But you know what? We'll take our chances. I need the guns. Actually, I didn't, because I can't even use them. That's okay. It didn't change my morale effect any. What I'm going to do is, though, I'm going to swap those out.
Yes, sir.
And then who's my unit that has the farmers now? They can get 1842s. Oh, no, they can't because there's only 1,800 of them. Okay. Well, a little glitch on my part there, but we're set to go. The rest we'll put in supply. And let's see how badly we're outnumbered at Shiloh. Alright, so it's going to be 64 on 42. Yikes. And of course, he gets those reinforcements from Buell, so really this is all about me just hanging on against his counterattack on day 2, hoping I can come up with a draw. So I'll have to figure out how best to do that. That'll be for another episode, though, so thanks for watching. As always, I welcome your input. That was a lot. There were 2 missions there. So please feel free. You've had a lot of great comments. I appreciate those. Keep them coming. Comments, criticisms, observations. It's always great to have a fresh set of eyes to see things that maybe we don't see. Sometimes we get laser focused on something and we don't see other things going on, and other people look and see different things. So it's always helpful. I welcome that. If you'd hit that thumbs up, I greatly appreciate it. Check out some of my other videos, and we will see you again soon with the big one, the Battle of Shiloh. Thanks for watching.